Welcome to episode 1 of Getting Ready for the Ranch with JJ. This series will consist of anything from roping to neck reining to carrying to trail riding to going to clinics and cutting cattle. Anything that would get you ready for going out to a working ranch in Montana. To start with, I'm practicing neck reining. Neck reining is a crucial skill for any horse to have, whether it be a show horse, a trail horse, just your kind of around the farm kind of horse. It's good for anything. You can see I'm using my left hand. That's because when I do mounted shooting or any roping, I need to use my right hand because I'm right-handed. But it's good to practice with both so that you are able to do it with both. The whole point of this exercise is to, as I keep working on it, to use less and less rein and really use my seat, my hips, and my legs to drive him and push him that way. And then with everything, stopping is also very important, to be able to halt and just kind of sit deep in your saddle. This is a really good exercise even if your horse can't neck rein yet. Like with Dee Dee, she doesn't know how to neck rein, so what I've been practicing is just draping the opposite rein over her neck and using my legs, seat, and hips to drive her that way. And that way when I am able to neck rein her, she already kind of knows what to do. So when I stop, I'm using as little rein as possible, sitting really deep in the saddle, and just kind of not pushing with my legs, but kind of like pushing more with my legs. So here we're using a new bit that we hadn't tried before, and he did not like it at all. You can tell he's really fighting it. So if your horse does that, it's something's wrong with it, because that's like one of the only times you're putting pressure on it. So you can see here when I go to back, he kind of just throws his head up in the air and just really fights the bit. So that's a sign that your horse is telling you he doesn't like the bit. Even if he was neck reining just fine in it, if you go to back and he fights it at all, that's a good tell. So when you try out a new bit, it's good to back to see how they like it. So since JJ was a previous show horse, his gaits are very dramatic and overemphasized. So when you start working on this, you don't need the best flat walk. In fact, flat walk with him, which would have a lot of lift in the front end, it's impractical for day-to-day use. So I've been working on what I kind of call the ranch walk, working walk, which is just a very loose, swingy walk, and it's I can use it for other stuff though. I can use it out on the trail. So this is a good exercise to do while you're warming up. I'll do this and then I'll go and work on something else then. I'll go work on transitions or something. Another very important part of anything you do really. But it's a really good warm-up. You can just you really get your horse thinking doing this. And maybe JJ is pretty good at it, so I can do it for 5-10 minutes. But if your horse is just starting out, just do little bits, or it's a good way to get him to focus back in on it. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.